Hello. It's Saturday night and all by myself. My wife and daughter went over to her mother's house because she already had plans to go over there because I was supposed to be out with Town Watch tonight for a double shift, and my wife didn't want to be alone. So I want to share something with you. Last Friday night, I found out I'm going to be a daddy again. Ain't that the shit? Well, my first reaction was, uh, oh shit, right? We were out eating dinner, and she had mentioned to me that she was a day late. Of course, I'm thinking a day late. Come on, it could be anything. It could be stress because it's her job. She works as a pre-K teacher at a Catholic school, and it can be very stressful, as my job can be too. Working in the mental health field, very stressful. Anyway, um, turns out we went home. I went and bought one of those 99% accurate pregnancy tests. The kind with the strip with the line. So she took it, and I waited down in the basement on the computer checking my YouTube as usual. She came downstairs looking all worried, nervous, because she knows that I've been stressing about money lately. With her and the kid and daycare and all that. My daughters and just recently started daycare, so it's been getting kind of expensive. And she approached me and showed me the stick. There were two lines. It was quiet, real quiet. Mentally, I said, "Oh shit." My wife, I could tell, was thrilled because she wanted another baby, and she wanted to make sure Gracie had a sibling to grow up with, which I believe that too. But two kids, wow. See, I've never been one in my life to see myself with children because that's just they can be a real pain in the ass. But I love my little girl. I would walk through the bowels of hell for her. So I'm sure I feel that way about my unborn child as well. We're worried because our first daughter, Faith, passed away. She was stillborn. She made it practically to term, and my wife had to give birth to her, and she was stillborn. And that was the most painful moment in my life. And definitely for my wife's as well. I didn't think she was going to make it through that. So we have our fingers crossed, and we pray that this baby makes it. Makes all the way to a full-term birth, healthy, boy or girl, doesn't matter. Originally, like I said, with Grace, we got what we wanted because we wanted a girl because I can't stand little boys. They're too rambunctious and they get on my nerves. But it really doesn't matter to me now because as long as the baby's healthy, that's all that matters. So upon finding out that the stick had two lines. One was the red line, the other one was the P line. I immediately got up, grabbed the car keys, and drove to the nearest drugstore. Went in there and bought not one, but two different pregnancy tests, just to make sure. Came home. She took the first one. Within 10 minutes of me pacing around the room like a lunatic, she came back, and lo and behold, it was a digital one too. At that, it said, clear as day, pregnant. So I'm thinking, all right, maybe it's a hormonal thing, anything like that could happen. So take one tomorrow morning when you get up, like the old test used to be. You could only take it when your first piss of the day. Wait till the next morning. Of course, I could barely sleep that night. The thoughts of going into bankruptcy. But next morning, she got up, went upstairs, did her thing, came downstairs again, and he was pregnant. Oh shit! But it's cool. I took my, I was having panic attacks. My heart was palpitating and all that stuff. But eventually, I thought about it, and it is good news. Now we're going to be a bigger family. No more kids. Two's enough. Um, it's definitely good for Gracie because I don't think she should be an only child. That can be tough for a kid growing up. I've seen people that were only children. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but I've seen people that were their only child, they were the only child, and they would always tell me that the biggest regret was they didn't have another sibling to share life with, or to grow up with. So, as I babble on, as usual, I just want to share with you I'm going to be a father again, and yes, I am happy. Nervous, yeah. Scared, most definitely. Happy, yeah. Yeah, I definitely am. I'm looking forward to being a father again. It's definitely the most joyous experience anyone could ever have in their life. That is my computer actually telling me that I got another email. Anyway, I just wanted to share with you that I'm going to be a father again. Once again, I'm saying the same thing over and over again. I'm still in a state of shock a week later. And thanks for watching. Okay? Well, time for me to go. And have a good weekend. And until we see each other, until I send another video again, until we talk again, and whatever. And I'm babbling again. I'm sorry. And good night. I'm still playing, aren't I? Oops. Sorry.